So I think we will pull the wiper out. So to do that, we're going to remove the wiper arms. Which is tough to do one-handed, so I'll bring you back once those are off. So once you get that off, the arms just pull off. And the other reason I'm pulling this out is I'm going to pull out the windshield. I want to replace the vent you can't see down there. Can I make a shadow? No, I'll show you in a minute. Let's go ahead and bite the bullet and do it. We gotta do it. I got the new rubber. Let's pull out the windshield. Helps to have a new blade on your knife. It's just coming right through that rubber. Really bad rubber. It's the original. As far as I know, this has not been off here at all. It's really hard down here, like completely worn out. I want to save this windshield. I know it's got bubbles and all kinds of stuff in it. I love it. Tons of character. There's 50 years of dirt under there. There it is. You grab it this way. Oh, it's stuck to the inside rubber. There we go. Well, I don't want to crack it. I'm going to work it. Looks like I need to take the knife inside too a little bit here. Okay. Being very careful. There we go. Ta-da! There we go. That's not a good place for this. All right, we have no windshield. Headliner clips. Lots of clips. Honestly, do not know what all the clips are for. Oh, that one's holding in nothing. It's just a clip of some sort. This one's holding in headliner. So we gotta get around that when we put the new windshield in. I'm not sure why these are on here, but maybe they help hold the windshield in some. But the main reason we're doing this is to get these busted vents out of here. Let me grab you and show you. These are, oops, where's my hand? There we go. These are all chewed up. This one's pretty much gone, and that one's pretty close. Just want new vents in there, so I'll grab the vacuum and clean up some of this dirt and dust, and we can at least get those in and start doing some of the other stuff. So we're going to put the windshield in also. I've cleaned around the edges and everything. This is a Wolfsburg West seal. I've heard they're good. I don't know, I've heard West Coast Metric is better. I don't know. But I've got to put the trim in here also. That's the slot for the trim. But it took me a while. The way you figure this out is this, I don't even know if you can see that. Where am I? There I am. This ribbed bit here. Let me get down here. Might be better. Let's lighten this up. There we go. This ribbed bit here, that goes on the outside. So the inside of the channel is here, and you can see that little gap right there. That's where I need to get the string. That's the inside lip. That's the outside lip right there. I just need to get a string in there so we can put this on. I'm also going to put on the trim first, the chrome trim. I have that, and that just takes work. That just takes a lot of fudging with to get it in there to sit right, and we're messing with that too. But I'll bring it back once I'm ready to pull this into the car. Okay, the other thing we're doing is putting the chrome trim in here, and as you can see, I've already got this side in, and I struggled and struggled and struggled until I went to Mike FN's YouTube page and looked at how he did it. And the trick here is to bend this as close as you can to the shape that you want. And I got to do a little bit more bending. You should just follow this groove. Bend it to that groove. Be very careful. This stuff's super light. And then use a lubricant. I like Windex because it dries dry and tacky, kind of, so it will stay in there. I also had to trim the ends off of these a little bit. They were just a little bit too long. I marked the middle and everything, but it just didn't line up right. So that's why these clips are nice, because they cover that all up. That's what they're for. You just slide it over and center it, and you're set. So let me get this one started, and I'll show you. But essentially, I get some Windex in here where it's going to slip in, and see if I can do this one-handed and hold the camera. But you start pushing along there, and it starts slipping in. You have to wiggle it a lot and push down, but you can feel it when it actually slips in. It just goes shoop, right into there. So you can see on this side, it slipped in there, and then over here we're not in yet. So it should sit down flush with your seal when you're all the way in. So let me bring you back in just a second when I get more of this done. So these corners are probably the worst, but seriously, see if I can do it one-handed. I've been just using liberal amounts of Windex. It really takes two hands. Let's see. And getting it just started in the groove. You can't even see. There we go. Just getting it started down in the groove, and it just sucks it in almost. When you get it in exactly the right spot, you just got to get that little lip right there over the channel, and it just Just sucks it right down in there. All right, so we got the trim all the way in, and seriously, I just put Windex on there, and once it gets started, it's almost like you can just take your thumb and go, and it just slides right in. These little clips, you want to make sure to put them on before you put the second half on. Slide them over, get the second half on, slide it back to the center. It covers up any gap you might have in there and keeps it from popping out. The seal is all stuck around the window. It's a little bit loose down here, but as the Windex comes out of there, I think I'll be able to push it on and it should stick to the glass. Same thing when I go to put the windshield in. The cord goes down in the little groove here. You can't quite see it, but it's underneath the ribbed portion there. Put the cord in there. Again, with lots of Windex. Windex is what I used on the pop-out windows also, so that they went together right. I see I've got a problem right here, so I'm gonna grab my Windex and jump on that too, get it in there right. But yeah, seems to be in there, so we'll put this window back in maybe this evening. I'll bring you back when I start that process. All right, so the next step is you want to get a wire or a string or something down in the slot where they go. That slot is what goes over the lip that the windshield sits on. So this is the outer lip here. This corrugated or ribbed rubber is what sits on the car, and that's your seal. And then this part below there is what's inside the car, the inside rubber. And so you put a cord in here, or a wire, or a string trimmer. I used wire I had. I want a full piece, so I'm not going to cut it off. But that's ready to go. That's inside that channel. I pushed it in there. You can see over here, I got to push the wire in a little bit there. But essentially, you just want it so that you can get that lip over. And I'm going to use my favorite blue window cleaning product. Spray it around the inside of the channel, the outside of the channel, outside the car. Put this in, spray it liberally more, and then pull wires. And we're going to pull about halfway up one side, and we'll pull about halfway up the other side. That's why these cross. And we should meet at the top in the middle. We'll see. All right, let's do it. I like Windex as my lubricant of choice. I'm going to spray it around the hole here, just so that's nice and slick. And the nice thing about Windex is it doesn't stain or leave anything around. Go around that side. And we're going to make sure those are inside. Make sure the wires are hanging down inside. Oop. And we got to press the... Yeah, it will. I'll hold this down, you got to press, or you get yours in and I'll press mine in.
You may want to press over here.
There we go.
It's not going in over here. Why don't we switch?
Okay, we're going to just hold that down. I'm going to move this a little bit. There. We'll just hold that down. Oh, I see what you mean. That's about all it's going to go down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when I start there, let's just start it.
So I'm supposed to be pressing here?
Yeah, and I'll go towards the, we'll go towards you first.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to pull the wires while Kelly's pushing down the middle here. There it comes. Really push it down.
I am. As much as I can.
There it comes.
I can feel it.
Follow me.
Okay.
Mess with it a little bit because it's not coming over 100%.
I can feel it working.
Yep. Ooh, maybe a little too tight. There we go.
It's really not in right here.
It's okay.
You might want to.
We're not there yet. All right. We're gonna go over there.
Okay.
It's coming over. Oops. Have to get my little tools. Okay, this corner is gonna be a little tough because it's. Yeah, the window needs to come this way. There you go.
Well,
It's in.
okay.
This was not down all the way at first. All right. Keep going around there. We're not in it.
Right.
Oh, that's not good. I didn't realize that. Wait a minute, you gotta do it right or you can crack the window.
I want to do that.
Okay. There we go. Let's sicken down.
Yeah, that looks better.
Hold it there. Oops. Try and get this corner in.
Okay.
Near the Windex. I'm going to put the Windex. Perfect. Now it's raining.
I'm not sure there's the weather.
No. So you can push that in. Like this. It's sticking up. We're close, but we're not. See, the whole windshield is up. That's not a good thing.
No.
I didn't realize it was coming up so much. We'll get it. Let's come over this side again. It's sitting out at the bottom. You push that in as hard as you can. Now, give it some thumps, not. Yeah.
That might. Hardened hands.
Yeah. That's getting it pushed down.
You got the hardened hands. How does it look over in that corner now?
It'll get better. I just have to push this around there. We're good. It's better. Lots of index.
Any over there?
No.
There it goes.
Yep. That's it. I'll just have to mess with the corners a little bit. You have to kind of rustle them down and pull that lip up. And I got to push around the outside. But windshield.